I hope everyone is doing an absolutely fabulous, well, and their family is happy and healthy. Today is about reviewing for the Chapter 1 test. So Chapter 1 test is on Friday. Please make sure that you have scheduled your life appropriately so that you are participating in the review session on Thursday during class session. So during your 1 or your 2 block, you are expected to be in class virtually. If you are a Monday, Tuesday, or an e-learner, you are expected to be logged into the Google Meet and participating in class. So it is not a choice. So please make sure you have woken up and logged in appropriately. Today's lesson is to go through and solve these. I'm going to do them with you. Then I'm going to change out some numbers and give you a copy to do on your own for homework. So you will have 2 days to do this. Again, you're going to be watching this video and then doing your own. The most important piece, guys, at this point is that you try and that you get going and that you start. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to drop my line, box my variable term, opposite operation. The opposite of minus 15 is plus 15. I simply put into my calculator -7 plus 15, and I find out that it is a positive 8. Easy enough, right? Well, remember that it's going to be the opposite operation. And so if I see 3x, I know that this is multiplication, and so the opposite of multiplication is going to be division. And if I see x over 4, this is division, and the opposite of division is multiplication. Okay. Drop your line, box your variable term, opposite operation. Bring down your variable term, bring down the math. So please put into your Desmos Scientific Calculator -22 plus 7, and that is going to be a -15. It is imperative that you are using your calculator. Opposite operation. Don't drop that negative that's here. It is a -15. And then x equals a -5. Again, drop our line, box our variable term, opposite operation. The opposite of plus 6 is -6. Bring down our variable term. It comes down exactly the way it was in that box. And a -2. Now, it is imperative that you are always putting into your calculator -2 plus a -6, or you are putting into your calculator -2 minus 6. Do not change this to a subtraction sign. That will give you the wrong answer. So you should see that this is going to be a -8. And then this is division, and the opposite of division is multiplication. So you multiply both sides by 4. X is equal to a -32. All right, next 3. So that was pretty easy. Okay, drop your line, box your variable term, opposite operation. What is the opposite of an 18? Well, that would be a -18 or a -18. Bring down your variable term. Don't drop that negative. That is why we always put the box around the operator in front of it. It's very different. Okay. And then again, you're putting into your calculator negative 23 minus 18. Or you're putting into your calculator negative 23 plus a negative 18. You are not putting into your calculator negative 23 minus a negative 18. Okay? And you should get a negative 41. Now, what this is telling me, there are two ways of doing this. Option 1 is that you multiply both sides by negative 1. A negative times a negative equals a positive. A negative times a negative equals a positive. That is option 1. Option 2 is to recognize that at this point it's saying, hey, the opposite of x is negative 41. So if the opposite of x is negative 41, what is x? Well, what's the opposite of negative 41? 41. And you got the exact same answer both ways. All right, drop your line, box your variable term, opposite operation. Just because they're decimals, we are not flipping out, because guess what? We're using our calculators. So 9.8 plus 8.2 is an 18. Oops, wrong screen. So we bring down our variable term. We don't lose our decimals. We don't lose anything else. It was 18. Divide by both sides by 4.5. So we have 18 divided by 4.5. X is equal to 4. Okay. Drop your line, box your variable term, opposite operation, bring down the variable term, bring down the math, don't lose your variables, negative 9, multiply by 4/3. This is when you are multiplying by your reciprocal. X is equal to, again, you're using your calculator. Negative 9 times 4/3. Is a negative 12. That's it. All right, last three on the front side. Answer the following questions. Identify the mistake made, what should have been done to correct the answer, and what would be the correct answer. First thing, there are 3 questions. That means there needs to be 3 answers. On the test, you're going to receive 2 points for each one of these. If you don't put one of them or 2 of them, you've already failed. So please, 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 the first thing you should do is number in your workspace 1, 2, 3, and you're going to write 3 responses. So opposite of 7 is minus 7. Bring down your variable term. Oh, wait, this is a mistake. We just did a fraction question. It shouldn't be minus 2/3. It should be multiply by the reciprocal. So in step 3, so what is the problem? Identify the mistake made. Step 3 should not have been or should not subtract. What should they have done? What should have been done to get the correct answer? Multiply by the reciprocal. So instead of doing this, we should have multiplied by the reciprocal. So you need to put into your calculator 8 times 3 over 2. And then you're going to write what the answer is. X equals what the answer is, which is going to be a positive 12. Okay. I'm going to say multiply by the reciprocal first. That leaves us with, this cancels with this, so we are left with 5x minus 7 is equal to, then we put into our calculator, negative 21 times 4/3. So negative 21 times 4/3. Oh wait, but it's not 4/3. It's 4 over negative 3. So it is important that you put your negative in. And the answer is a positive 28. Opposite operation is to plus 7 to both sides. 5x is equal to 35. Opposite operation, x is equal to 7. And the last one I'm going to do on this video, I like to set this up like a proportion. So I'm going to put it over 1. I'm going to multiply this times this, and I'm going to get 33 is equal to this times this, which is 7x plus 5. Now, it's easy enough. Box your variable term, opposite operation, bring down the variable term, opposite operation, x equals 4. Okay. Please pay attention for the second video that will happen probably midday today. At this point, I want you to practice the second page that looks like everything like this. Please let me know if you have any questions. If you do, take a picture of your work page. Say, Miss Wood, this is where I'm at. What do I do next? Don't give up. Keep trying, and I will talk to you soon.